But is there any way for me, meta-wise, is there any way for me to upgrade the fake Elvish to real Elvish? No, I mean that meta-wise. Like, could that be an upgrade that I could do with the same language lot, or would that be a different language lot? This is a purely mechanical question about slots. Okay, thank you. All right. I think it's like this. 3, 3, and 6. I don't think so. No, they're not. +1 to mental effects. What's up? Okay, that's funny. I don't think so, but it could be depending on how Starfire operates. No, Will's pretty good. It's not the best, but it's pretty good. Can I keep myself awake through force? So I cannot. Makes sense. So there's nothing I can do, right? Well, if there's nothing, if there's nothing I can do, there's nothing I can do. That is just simply the way of things. That's cute. Okay. Okay. What do I hear around myself? Okay. Do I think I can free myself? I'm gonna bide my time. Yeah, I'm gonna bide my time until I think that the whatever's carrying me has stopped for a little bit, or that I'm more likely to be less watched. Like, for example, when someone's asleep or something, or at night. It's hard to tell, but it's kind of the option I have, I think. And then I'm gonna see if I can free myself. I'm gonna not immediately give signs that I'm awake. I'm going to continue playing like I am dazed or silent. While that is happening, I'm going to be paying extreme attention to my surroundings in such a way that when I think there's a lull in the movement, or when I think whatever's carrying me, whoever is in charge of taking me somewhere is going to bed or is going to sleep or stopped for something, I'm going to burn the restraints off and blast off.
Okay, I just made a performance check for.
Okay.
Okay. So, a bit of
Yes?
time goes by, and then you
Okay.
feel the horse stop.
Okay. Giving me a little bit longer and then going. I need to wait to see if there's anything going to be about to be done.
You feel someone's hand on your back.
Okay. In what way?
Grabbing the back of your shirt, almost like to pull you off the horse.
All right. I'm going to let them pull me off the horse.
Yep, they do. You hit the ground relatively hard, but not at the
That's
full
fine.
as if you were to fall.
All right.
Okay.
But then?
You feel their hand let go of you,
All right.
and then a minute goes by.
Do I listen in? Do I hear them say anything? Any crunching on the ground, on earth, anything like that?
You hear sounds of movement.
All
I'm
right.
not sure how many there is, but it seems to be relatively few if there's multiple.
I'm going to see if I can wait until there's either a lull or something. Do I seem to be in an open field?
You've got no idea.
Interesting. Well, I should be able to tell whether they stepped on that.
By the what?
If by the sound of their steps, if they're stepping on dirt.
It seems to be a mix of dirt and grass, like most of this area. You don't seem to have gone too far from the area the forested area that you were.
All right. Then I shall burn the restraint of my wrist very like slowly, if it makes sense. Like I'm going to control the flame so it's not noticeable and doesn't produce a lot of smoke.
Okay. What is the requirements for kineticists to create fire? I just need to check if there's any movement restraints that prevent.
As far as I know, they're not.
Yep. Okay. So how slowly are you doing this? So that it's done over a couple minutes?
I think over half an hour.
After about 3 or 4 minutes, you hear footsteps approaching you.
If it's only been that long, then what I'm doing should still be pretty hidden, right?
You would assume so.
I'm gonna give it a little pause and wait.
Okay. You feel something be pressed softly against your shoulder.
Okay, what's that?
You're not sure, and then you feel a sudden jab into your arm, and then the jabbing is gone. Fortitude save from you. This is your better result.
Sorry, what?
I'm just rolling a fortitude save for 24.
Okay.
You seem to be fighting the effects of sleep that they seem to have injected you with. Some sort
I'm going to
of
pretend to be.
sedative they tried to.
I'm going to pretend to have fallen asleep completely.
Okay.
This is the best thing that could have happened to me because it means I have a window to escape. At least a better chance of having a window to escape. You get what I mean, right?
Yeah.
And I'm going to continue with my plan very privately so that I can break off.
Okay. You hear the crackling of fire.
Cool. I'm going to very stealthily poke 2 holes into the bag so I can see.
You're gonna burn 2 holes into it.
Yep, I can. I should be able to create a needle with weapon infusion. So very small holes, pinprick holes, but I can see to them.
Well, not quite pinprick, but they are fingernail size.
Yeah, that makes sense. So who is it that I see?
Okay. So you see a purple spectral dog-like creature sitting about 3-4 feet away from you. You've not heard this creature at all.
Well, give me esoteric lore.
It's either a monster or a familiar.
I presume it's a familiar. Where's my familiar?
You've not taken the opportunity to summon it yet.
Do I have to resummon it?
Hang on, let me check where that is. It's not been moved onto this world.
Being with me the whole time until I fell asleep.
Give me a second, I've just got to go back and check. No, it's currently watching a ship.
Interesting. I should be able to resummon it, right?
I don't know, maybe. Let me check.
Right, I can recall familiar. Makes sense. Okay.
Yes, but I don't see that on your sheet.
No, but it's something that I selected during my daily preparations. Familiar abilities. Either way, do I see anyone else?
Yeah. You see this person out of the corner of your perspective. They are currently setting up some sort of tent.
Lovely. So you're posting the image in Kimi or on the images?
You can't actually see them yet. You'd need
Makes
to tilt
sense.
your head to see them.
All right.
Would you like to do?
No. Can I try to recall? Like, did I already roll try and recognize this monster?
Yes, you did.
Right.
You got
If I ask
dubious knowledge.
another question that is not the same question, is that okay? How fast is it?
How fast are you?
Sorry, what?
I'm just using you as a baseline to give you your answer.
Yep, and what was the answer?
It is faster than you are. You don't have any other movement speed other than your...
I can move about 20 feet per turn with fire, which is less than my feet, but also I can move it across gaps and stuff. And use it to climb trees instead. Since I'm not high level enough yet, it's gonna fade off at the end. I can sustain it, but it's useful sometimes. James, I would like to roll for something again on the monster. This is rolled with charisma. It is an identify weakness check, but it's recall knowledge check of a sort. It's called exploit vulnerability.
Okay.
Then again, I don't have a tome yet. Do I have my book on me?
Not in your hand.
Sure, I can.
It was on you before you fell.
I know. Do I feel the star blade on me?
Yeah.
Remember when I dumped starfire into it?
Yeah.
Is there still starfire in it?
As far as you can tell, no.
So okay. But there's starfire in me. I am still burning off starfire.
Yeah.
But I'm not overfed, which is what I wanted to do. That's fine. Problem is that I know what I would do in the situation, but I'm trying not to play the same character every time. So if I die, I die. Yeah, I'm gonna take off with a burst of fire, and I'm going to start running. And as I'm doing that, I'm setting fire to the entire forest.
Okay.
I want to burn everything here to the ground.
So you're like jetting up, and then once you're on your feet, starting to...
Yep, and setting everything on fire on my way.
Yep. So
I'm not exactly jetting up. I'm jetting horizontal. I'm jetting diagonally.
Okay.
So I can both cover ground and...
So you launch yourself up on an angle. Your two holes that you've been using to see are now quite difficult to see because of how they're moving about, but you roughly know where you're going. As you land your feet look down, go to take your first step, and
Fire!
And
Fire!
Yep, you're going
Setting
to.
up another burst of fire.
You go to start blasting fire. You've taken your first step, and you collapse to the ground.
Then I'm just going to keep jetting myself around.
Your feet appear to have been tied together by your laces.
Then I'll just, again, jet.
Yep. You start jetting, scraping along the ground until you're up in the air.
And I'm making sure to set as many things on fire as possible as I tug the sack off of my head. I want this entire forest ablaze. I'm going to kill everything in it. And I'll do this in such a way that allows me to burn off the restraints on my feet as well.
Yep, so you're going and going and going and going.
And I'm assuming the forest is on fire now.
Well, there's fire starting to light up all over the place. It's been about 12 seconds.
Cool. That is good. So with the sack off of my head and my feet freed,
Sack's not off of your head yet. You're still working towards.
I'll tug it off.
Yeah. That's less time that you're burning things if you'd like to tug it.
Oh, fine. I'll keep just going.
I just need to know what you're doing in those first 12 seconds.
Just going. Yeah, and I need time to go before I.
Just checking rules of a spell. Okay. So you're going. Would you like to take a brief moment to take off your hood?
At this point, yes. I'll burst myself up to do this.
So when you do this is what you see. Floating about 30 feet behind you, flying as quickly as you. You see this in the...
Fire in the hole.
You go to blast.
I'm going to keep blasting myself.
Okay.
As she screams, "Hey, jackass! Haven't you heard getting the jump on sleeping girls makes you a bit of a fucking creep?"
You hear him get out several words as he finishes an incantation.
I'm gonna blast him if I think he's doing an incantation. Shouldn't really slow me down too much.
It would slow you down because that's 20 less
An action.
feet. But yeah.
Right, then I'm just going to keep
He
blasting.
finishes his incantation, and then your eyes just close.
Anything I can do about that?
You failed the save against sleep by a critical and, like, a distant failure.
Makes sense. So when do I come to again?
You wake up and you're in a room. You're not bound.
Cool, I'm jumping whoever I see.
You don't see anyone in here.
Is there a door?
There is a door.
Kicking down the door. Fire, go.
You immediately blast it with fire. And the door seems to take it.
I'll open the door.
You reach for the handle, and the handle is burning hot.
I don't give a shit.
I'm aware, I'm just telling
you. Know this.
As you grab onto it, go to open it, you are unable to open the locked door.
I will set my hands on as close to the door as possible. I'm going to begin the process of melting whatever the handle is.
Okay. What is your fire output? Because I think that
it's Starfire.
Okay, what does Starfire increase the damage to? I mostly just need to see if this can actually get past with damage reduction. Because if it can, that means that you can melt the door. If it can't, then it means that you can't.
Yep, you check that and let me know.
No, it goes from D6 to D8. D8 plus 3 means maximum of 11, and against 15, that's not going to...
Nothing I can do?
I don't think so. But I also don't know for certainty.
Right. That's if I'm not being able to melt the door yet, and I'm assuming there's no other ways.
You take a brief look around the room and you don't see a window. You do see that there is a stone bed. It's more of a brick. And that there is several carvings on the wall.
What they say?
They seem to be counting. There is 3 patches of counting. One goes to 75, one goes to 75, and the third one goes to 26.
Lovely. Don't care. I'm going to see if I can weapon infusion something thin and see if the door lock is actually more vulnerable from the inside, as I'm going to try to have to burn it that way, just sustaining that.
While it is more vulnerable in there, your fire is less strong in there.
I'm aware, but I think if I just... I'm assuming that if I just jolt it in there and keep it in there, eventually it's going to do something. Through sheer fucking logic. You understand where I'm going with this, right?
I assume you're trying to melt the internal components of a lock until the lock either explodes or releases.
Yes. Which I believe should be possible, correct?
That requires you to be
In
able
theory.
to get a significant amount of heat in there for.
Correct. But if I sustain for long enough...
Because the flame you're able to get in there is substantially weaker, it will take a substantially longer amount of time for there to be any...
Correct. Correct, but it's better than not being able to do anything because the door resisted, right?
I know, I'm just walking you through that logic.
Yeah, but you've met Kimmy. You think she's gonna stop?
Okay. So, you're burning your way through it. And slowly but surely you're noticing that the room is filling up with smoke. You appear to be burning up all of your...
Interesting.
Do you...
How far do I think I've come yet?
You have no idea. There's no way to tell without being able to see inside.
For now, I'm going to stop to analyze what I've done so far.
Okay, but there's no way to really analyze it without being able to see inside or open up.
Makes sense. Right, I'm gonna stop for now because I have to
stop for causes the lock to cool down.
No, but I had... Fuck it, I'm not... No, Kimmy's too reckless. She's not gonna stop, and if I die, I die. I don't care.
Okay.
One less time slot in my week. Fuck it, yeah. I don't care. Let's go.
So the air starts getting...
If I die, I die. She's not screaming. She's taking very slow, deep breaths because she knows she has to preserve oxygen, but, you know.
Yep, and you're so far holding.
It's better to die trying to escape than to live as a captive. That's her philosophy. So if I die, I die.
Okay. There's now more smoke than than there is ability to see at this point.
I don't care.
And through gritted teeth, you're trying to ignore the smoke. At this point, you're choking.
I don't care. She will die on this hill before she allows anyone to have her as a captive. If she dies trying to escape, then that's a more honorable death.
Hey.
I am unironically saying that if I lose the character this, I will be fine.
As you keep trying to burn away.
She will keep herself afloat with thoughts of murder.
She tries to. But
I am
thoughts
very
as a whole drift away.
Then hatred will sustain her.
Hatred might be able to fuel a fire, but a fire still needs oxygen. And there's no air left.
If she dies, she dies. Kimi's not afraid of death. She knows that whatever men might be willing to do to her, but when they have her captive and powerless, is significantly worse than any death. There's one thing that I think she would like to try, though.
Unfortunately, there's nothing left to try.
Then, if I die, I die.
She's unconscious.
Cool.
Okay. Can I get a d20 check from you?
That's a 9.
And enough. And enough.
That's an 18. Give me a sec. Thank you. Sorry. I hate portrait. That's a nat 1.
And enough.
And I just rolled 10 in a row.
You can if
Let me know if I must spend the gallows anywhere. But otherwise, let's go. Die, I die.
so. You find yourself standing in a rocky area.
By the way, did I level down? Is this such regeneration?
You don't know.
I know. Yeah. Well, whatever. I get up. Who do I see around me?
You don't see anyone around you. You seem to be standing in a crater. Your body looks different.
How different?
More human.
Interesting. Like it looked before, or like it looked in, background?
Like it looked before, but it feels the same. You can still feel your tail, but you can't see it.
Interesting. Whatever. I'm going to start walking.
Yep, you start walking, going to climb up to the edge of a crater.
Yep.
And when you get so, you see a city on fire.
I'm going to move towards it.
As you take steps towards it, you see the fire expanding and engulfing.
Good.
The sky itself is going orange with fire.
There is a look of absolute adoring elation on her face as she watches this.
The ocean off in the distance begins to boil away.
Good. She won't see that from up close.
You start making your way there, and then the boiling steam hits you, and you regain consciousness. You're in the room that you were in before. The door is on its side. The room itself looks like an explosion has gone.
So the door was knocked out? Right, did I lose a level? Cool. Don't care. I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna start walking.
Roll me the d6 to see which stat goes.
5.
That is... Okay, it's your least important. So you pull yourself... That's your least important.
Yep.
You pull yourself to your feet. You are exhausted.
I have a bastard to murder.
Just so you know, you're on full HP, but you are down... you're out of...
Okay. I have a bastard to murder.
Okay. The corridor
Moving
goes
on
two
pure
ways.
instinct right now.
Do you want to go left or do you want to go right?
By the way, is my tail back? Lovely. Do I seem to be on a ship?
No, there's no vibration.
I'll go left.
Okay. You go left, you turn the corner, and you immediately run into him.
I jump him and try to start trying to kill him.
Hang on.
I will kill you! I will eat your liver! I will find your children and write them as your entrails!
I assume your hands are just on fire as you're trying to choke him.
I'm trying to claw out his eyes. And bite his throat. I'm trying to eat him. Like, I will actually try to eat him.
guess you're making another. As he struggles to get an incantation.
I will breathe fire into his hand, into his face.
You do. And for what seems to be the fourth time today, you fall unconscious.
Alright, moment I get up, I'm gonna try to kill him again.
So you wake up
I have to rip out my...
in the room that you were just in, this time with him and you being tied to a chair.
If I have to rip out my own arms to kill him, I will.
Are you a demon?
I am going to kill you. I am going to kill you. I am going to kill you.
Will you now?
James, I'm gonna start burning my way through the restraints. Am I too restrained to do this?
Are you too restrained to do this? No.
Going to do that.
Yep, so you just ignite and start trying to burn it away. You would have
And
noticed
jump
that your
him
fire
and
is
try
no
to kill
longer
him.
starfire.
I don't care. Die.
Pause. That's all he said.
I will kill you.
Does that mean you don't?
She will pause.
No. Alright. Here is how this is going to go. See the scroll? You were going to have 75 days to cast this. At the end of the time, you'll be let go if you fail to. If you succeed, you'll get to learn real magic.
She's looking at this guy with a sort of like mad animal look. I'm not sure if you understand what I mean.
Oh, I get what you mean. Look, you're fucking rabbit.
Yes.
This man is looking at you like you're a child.
You're a kidnapping piece of fucking shit and you might be a rapist. I will eat you.
I've heard you be called an Estari.
Yes.
You're supposed to bring about a new age.
That's what they say.
Imagine that there's potent magic that comes along with that sort of prophecy or foretelling or whatever that might be.
I can cast fucking rituals.
And what about real magic?
Not that I've discovered yet.
Then let's figure it. 75 days. He leaves the scroll as he stands up.
I've seen your face. I will find you on whatever pieces of the hell you might end up with. No matter how many times I die, I will find you and I will rip you apart, piece by bloody piece, until there's not even enough left of you to beg for mercy. By the way, did I do a good job of voice acting?
So far.
Lovely. I'll cast your fucking ritual, and then I will kill you. I am going to kill you. Do you understand me? I swear this on my undying soul. No matter what it might cost me, I will end you. Oh god, that hurt my throat. I am not supposed to speak like that, Al. You fucking kidnapped me, you piece of fucking shit.
I liberated you.
I was free. I had resources. I had people, and you fucking doped me and locked me into a room, and I will never know what you did with me. I will end you. By the way, it should be pretty clear what she's assuming that was done to her, right?
If you want real freedom, you'll figure this out.
Kill. She's fun to roleplay.
He leaves the scroll as he exits the room.
Lovely.
It seems the door is back in place.
I guess I'll go cast a ritual.
Okay, what ritual would you like to cast?
Whatever's in the scroll. By the way, did I manage to injure this fucker?
Yes. He has
Good.
scrapes and slight burns.
I will kill him.
So you go through the process of casting a ritual. And a ball of white light appears. Took about 10 minutes. Seems to be some sort of moving spotlight spell. Seems relatively.
That's it. That's all that was in the scroll. I'm gonna kill him. I'm going to kill him.
After you do that,
I am going to find this man and I'm going to eat his larynx. I'm going to go up to the door. Is the door closed? I'm going to kick it.
You kick.
Is it open? I cast your fucking ritual, you piece of shit. Now come here and die.
About a minute later, the door.
I'm gonna fling the ball at him.
Yep, it passes harmlessly through.
Fire.
Yep, you fling your fire.
No, I'm gonna fling myself at him through fire, and then I'm gonna continue to try and kill him.
Okay.
Oh god, my throat. Ow.
So you grab onto him. This time he braces himself so that he doesn't get taken to the ground.
I'm gonna bite his nose off.
Okay, so you're going to bite at his nose. He is not going to be letting you do that. And I assume you just ignite like Jack Jack?
Yes.
Cool.
She's screaming in rabid rage. Die, 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 die.
You find yourself compelled to sit as you go in.
There's such a look of hatred in her eyes. Kind of absent, bone-chilling hatred, the sort that like kind of consumes who you are. There's nothing left of you after that. Just rage, and hatred. Just absolute pure hatred.
I told you you weren't free. Now that you've cast a spell, after the compulsion to sit wears off, do you immediately launch back?
Yes. I'm sorry, you know what I'm...
No,
I wish I could say no.
That's why I'm bringing it up.
You know, I cannot... I have to. You know I have to. I know she's being stupid. I know this is likely to get me killed. I wish I was playing Nia or Vulpes, where they would just play along. This is not Kimi. Kimi would rather die than be a slave, and she's gonna scream as much.
Just paralyzed.
I presume it paralyzes.
Yeah. Perfect spell for the situation. So as you launch back up at him again, he casts Paralyze. And your whole body locks up.
I'm gonna continue staring at him with absent rabid hatred.
Look at you. Look at you. Completely helpless. Completely weak.
I'm going to eat you. I think I cannot speak, but...
No, you can't. I am going to leave here. You have two choices. Come with me and learn real power. Or stay here and do whatever you think you call free.
I'm gonna follow him. And I'm gonna kill him eventually. It's not a question.
The paralysis is really...
He gets up. Staring at this man with such absent hatred that it's hard for me to describe.
It's difficult to explain the expression on his face when he looks at you. It is like you and nothing.
That only makes her want to kill him more. Plus, she did injure him, so he can't say she's nothing.
Well, he's not saying it, but he does see you.
I'm gonna kill him.
All over his...
In fact, she looks at him in the eyes and says, "Remember what I promised you."
He walks out. Do you follow?
Yep.
He heads towards what appears to be an exit of the building. And then he walks out from there onto the street.
Okay.
You recognize some of the structures here. This is the city that you were on tape.
Lovely. I have shit to get.
Like
money.
You have no need of
She'll continue following.
He arrives at another building. And then he enters it.
She goes inside.
He gets to what appears to be a stone wall, presses on several tiles, and the stone wall pulls apart, and he walks through, waiting.
Yep. Let's go.
He then goes down another corridor. There's several doors along this corridor. He stops at the second last one and uses a key that he pulls out to open it.
Okay.
Inside, you see a shimmering white circle. There's complex symbols and calculations engraved into it.
Okay.
Step into the circle, do not step on the circle.
He does so.
Once you step onto it, well, step into it, I should say, he joins you. Do not interrupt me.
Die.
And then he begins reading the incantation written around the circle.
Do you know what splinching is in Harry Potter?
Yes.
Can I spot any place where if I interrupted him, it would splinch us both and kill us both?
Maybe.
I'll keep looking for it.
Let me see what your arcane checks. Natural 20. Yes.
You're really funny. No, I'm gonna write this down for the next time we teleport. I want to know who sent him so I can kill them too.
Okay. The white circle brightens up, and then the light consumes your vision as it settles back down, and you are someplace else. In a room not too dissimilar to the one that you were just.
Lovely.
Okay. He takes you out, and you appear to be in a small town.
Okay.
Still appears to be Tayfa.
Okay.
He takes you over a couple streets, and you see this stone. Sorry, be right back. Kit Kat's trying to electrocute. No. So he takes you to the stone tower. It is much, much younger than the last stone tower that you saw. This one only
Sorry, say that again?
This stone tower only seems to be a few decades.
Okay.
As he takes you inside, he takes his jacket off and leaves it. You see that the firestones woven into his jacket dim as he takes them off.
Okay.
What's your heritage?
I don't know.
Any other of your kin?
I am 7 months old. I have no idea.
7 months old and already have a mouth like that?
You'll see what my mouth is like when you're inside it.
He smirks.
I'm going to eat your brains first. No kin, no one, just me. And that will be enough to kill you one.
Okay. He goes over to a relatively old cabinet, opens it up, and you hear the door creak. He reaches in, pulls out a small box, and then he takes out a silver ring. This ring marks you my apprentice.
The fuck are you anyway?
I'm done with it.
What the fuck do you want with me, you piece of shit?
To harness your power.
Oh, lovely. Another fucking asshole trying to harness the power of the Estari.
I don't know what an Estari is. I don't particularly care.
Then why the fuck did you come after me in particular?
I heard who wanted.
Excuse me?
I'm one of 5 people who are seeking you then.
Who?
What's in it for?
I will kill everyone else in the list.
There are 2 hunters. A keeper of the light. And then what appear to be 2 servants of the chosen.
I am familiar with the keeper and the servants. The servants were who we were born with, and the keeper was one of the first who found us.
So you're gonna kill.
Ah. You said hunters? I was being hunted down like an animal.
Yeah.
I will kill them. I will eat them. I will find their families and I will kill them too.
Shut up.
Very well. As you command.
Now you're fired.
Mm-hmm.
You discharge it without incantation. How is
Excuse me? I am what they call a kineticist. I was born and consume fire, and I use it.
How far can you take that ability?
I am very good at it. My ability is significantly hampered by low experience compared to the Keepers of the Light. I can take it very far given training.
Your fire was similar to theirs, and now it is.
I and them keep the kineticist fire. It's equivalent to the source of flame that they consume. If you bring me starship fuel, I will eat it and produce it. I spent my starfire on you and didn't, and so it became normal fire again. The type that is natural to me.
Are you immune to fire?
No.
What is it you...
What?
I know why I offered you to come with me, but why did you accept?
Otherwise I would lose you. And then I was going to have to live for the rest of my days, knowing some bastard had knocked me out, kidnapped me, done God knows what to me while I was asleep, and I would never be able to take my revenge. I am 7 months old, and already there's dozens of people after my ass at all times saying they will harness the power of the Estari, that they want the Estari to belong to them. I am getting sick of it.
I do not want the power of the Estari.
And what the fuck do you want?
I want your power harnessed.
For what purpose?
Whatever you see fit.
What's in it for you?
I get to be the one to bring it about. Like my master did for me, I shall do for you.
To also kidnap you, knock you unconscious?
I wasn't among elves.
What is wrong with the elves exactly?
Many, many things.
She lets out a puff of smoke.
Your blood seems potent.
Seems that way.
There will be plenty to harvest.
Harvest, you say?
The more potent your blood, the more powerful your magic.
Lovely. We shall see if you are correct in that.
How long?
Can you repeat that? Sorry?
How long?
How long what?
Were you with the elves?
I don't know, James. How long was it?
About half a month.
About half a month. I was working on the language.
Disappointing.
What exactly is disappointing?
It would have been interesting to see what the elves could have taught you.
I wonder who took me away from them.
It was not easy to do. Now, are you always such a whiny, petulant child?
Only when some bastard knocks me out, does whatever the fuck they want to my sleepy body while I'm not aware, and then deigns to know what's best for me.
You keep implying that I have done something to you.
No, I'm not implying at all that someone would knock out a sleeping girl and do whatever the fuck they want to her when she's not aware. No, who would do that?
If we are to breed, you will be entirely awake for the matter.
If you touch me in such a way, I will kill myself before I allow it. And I will kill you before I do that. Did you or did you not touch me when I was asleep?
Your question is vague.
You know full well what I mean, you son of a slithering little bastard. Tell me what you did.
Very well. I knocked you out. I killed most of the elves. And I took you.
And then what?
And then I began setting up camp. And you woke up and tried to escape.
Mm-hmm.
He walks over to you.
She stares.
He reaches out towards you.
She tenses up immediately.
And then he grabs you by the throat.
Okay.
You feel his nails press into your skin. He then pulls you close to him, lifting you slightly off the ground.
Alright.
Hold out your hand.
I'll hold out my.
He takes the ring and places it onto your finger. Do you swear allegiance to me as your master? For so long as I am your master. Hello?
Sorry, what?
What was the last thing you heard?
He asked me if I swore allegiance, and I said what exactly it is that you wish to teach me.
That didn't come through.
No.
I will teach you everything I know. everything I know.
Well, as you say, thou shalt be my teacher then.
Swear it.
I so swear it.
Then
In
speak
fact,
the
I
oath
do.
after me.
As you say.
I swear
I
to obey
swear to obey
my master
my master
for as long as I am his apprentice.
as long as I is a
He bestows upon me this ring
he bestows upon me this ring
as the symbol of my apprenticeship.
the symbol of my apprenticeship.
I will not remove it
I will not remove it.
I will wear it until he see. Sorry. Oh, fuck's sake, Kit Kat.
I shall wear it until I.
Give me a second.
No problem.
When she sat on my keyboard earlier, she put a shit ton of spaces between.
It's funny.
It shall be removed by my master and only my master.
Say it again, sorry.
It shall be removed. The ring shall be removed by my master and only my master.
The ring shall be removed by my master and only my master.
Okay. You feel the ring change sizes to fit you.
Mm-hmm.
That is your oath totem.
Interesting. I had presumed this was a magical oath of some kind. Very well.
Okay.
It's important for me to note that her body language immediately mellowed out into like amicable, but her eyes are the same as they were before. I'm not sure if you understand what I mean.
Yep, I get that. He lets go of your throat as you drop to the ground. It's only a very tiny drop.
She dusts herself. And then takes a few points of damage, James, as I am burning the surface of my skin. I say this because I'm burning the points where you touch me.
Alright.
Who do you belong to? What group?
There is no order for our name, or for our cause. We are not a collective, we are individuals.
But there is a we.
As there must always be when there is a master and apprentice.
I see.
We teach those who have potential. We share the grounds and the tools, but we do not act together.
Interesting. There
This
must
is my
always be
place of
two?
power. No, there is many, many more than two.
Fascinating.
But while you are my apprentice, there will be no.
Understood.
So if you fail me, you will be replaced.
I am not in the business of failure.
Let us hope you can live up to that.
Let us hope indeed.
As for the keeper of the light that hunts you,
I am not
they
yet
will
strong
not be
enough
able
to
to
kill
find you
him.
here.
Very well.
That ring will hide you from any other but me. While you
Interesting.
wear it, I will always know where you are.
Interesting. Did the elves tell you my name?
I do not care what your name.
Actions be.
What was that?
I've always believed introductions to be important.
Our introductions are quite simple. I am your master, and you are my apprentice.
That is quite the case. You are correct. Nonetheless, it is a pleasure to meet you. I am called Sidious.
Well then, I have but two rules for you to follow.
Very well.
The first, you will not go off-world.
Mm-hmm.
And the second, when you would do harm to me, you would instead do it to yourself 5 times over.
Mm-hmm.
Is that understood?
As you say.
I was told you bore dragon-like features.
Yes.
This is true then.
James, I still have my tail in the horn, right? Correct. I feel it in me, the ability to breathe fire as they do. I will have to harness it.
You have a month.
To what?
To show me that you can cast First Circle spell.
I'm no spellcaster.
Yet.
James, at this point, I believe I would have come across the word thaumaturge, right?
Roughly.
I am a kineticist and a thaumaturge. Those are my callings.
But they will not exclusively be your ability.
Very well.
You will learn to cast incantation.
Will you teach me?
That I will.
Do so.
And should you fail to learn, you will be replaced.
Well, you will kill me then?
You will kill yourself.
Very well. I will. I think I know what her plan is at the moment.
Oh.
She's going to learn as much as she can from him, and then she's going to kill herself and him.
Okay.
Is that too insane? I'm sorry.
Usually there's logic behind that sort of thing.
Well, she has to harm herself 5 times more instead of harming him, so she has to kill herself in a way that would kill him by association, but do 5 times more damage to herself than him. And so she's going to blow herself up from the inside.
Okay.
Eventually. Is that too insane?
It's fucking batshit, but
I mean, it obeys the terms. So what does he teach me? Also, is this a retraining thing or an archetype thing? Because I could retrain, I think. Like, as per the rules of base Pathfinder, not sure what the Estari rules are.
retraining is quite limited.
Could I not retrain at a class level?
Not easy.
Well, yes, but I presume I benefit from being only level 2 in that sentence, in that regard.
Level doesn't really help in that regard.
Makes sense. Also, did I level down? Did I lose a EXP?
You leveled down. But depending on how much XP you had, you might not have.
I'll
You
yeah, I
might
probably leveled
level
back up right today, right? Yeah, I figured. Can I retrain archetype feats? Sorry, class feats and stuff like that?
About as easily as you can retrain.
Then how am I supposed to get an archetype?
That's going to be a very busy.
Yes, okay, so it is a retraining thing, right?
No.
You want me to level up twice?
If that's what it's going to take.
It is what it's going to take mechanically. This is a case of the mechanics not really matching with the world, I think.
What do you?
Well, I cannot retrain, and I have no free slots, and I do not get a free archetype slot until next level, only in 2 levels.
No, that's functioning as intended.
Okay, is he not aware of this?
You'll
Yes,
get
that
there
would
eventually.
explain it. Sorry, what?
You'll get there eventually.
I'll get there when? Then they're saying what the fuck he's on, or to the point he wants me to get to be in.
Both?
Fair enough, I guess.
So the first few days he is evaluating what you can do.
I can ritual cast. I can understand many things just by looking at them because of esoteric lore. I brief summon my familiar.
Yep, you get to see his familiar.
And he gets to see mine.
He evaluates your kinesis ability. And he doesn't seem much a fan of it. The potency seems so much weaker than what he is looking for. When he demonstrates his what he calls his infernal power, it is multiple times the output of yours. Roughly 3 times. About a week into it, he'll discover that you're not making a great deal of progress. Your mind is too young. Welcome.
Oh, sorry, internet did a little boo boo.
Oh, good. So, what's the last thing you heard me say?
He's evaluating my he's not impressed with my.
Progress. And about a week
My
into it,
But I had to ask, did he kill Lyriel?
which one was he?
White hair.
Yes, he fought for you.
Did he die?
Yeah.
I see.
Is that a problem?
He was my best friend.
So, no.
Of course not.
Strangely enough, you still feel the bond is there with Lyria.
I'm gonna hope that Lyriel is alive, but we'll see.
Now, your mind is too young.
Go on.
You lack the abilities that you need, the flexibility that you need. Even though your mind is so young, it has been crammed full of abilities that are not useful.
Hmm?
Fortunately, there are things that we can do about it. There are stones of forgetting, and certain creatures that feed off of that.
Mm-hmm.
With luck, we will sacrifice what is useful. Well, what you would have said, what isn't useful.
Interesting.
There is always a chance that we might lose you entirely to it, but that is a sacrifice I am willing to make.
As am I. Anything that brings me closer to my goals.
Yeah. Okay. He's going to be taking you off to the teleportation circle to go back to the city with you.
Alright.
That is where we can end it for this.
I don't mind going on. Can we go on?
No, because you're likely going to meet an encounter in that city.
Meet what, sorry?
An encounter within that city.
What do you mean, an encounter?
You'll see.
Okay. Let me make a decision pretty quickly.
Alright. Decision about.
Whether I'm about to quit the game by punching us both into the teleportation.
Okay.
Remember that 20?
Mm-hmm.
I do believe I should still be able to do that.
Yeah. You know how to fuck up a teleport.
I can fuck up the teleport. That would probably kill us both, right?
Usually.
Does the O thing stop me from doing things, like physically?
Yes. It isn't a your word will prevent it. It is a you are physically incapable of it. It is not a choice to.
Does it compel me to harm myself or just stop me?
It stops you and then transfers it to you for 5 times. So
Transfer what to me?
imagine you feel a split second of anger towards someone, right?
Yes?
You instinctually go to want to punch him, right?
Yes.
Even if you weren't going to punch him, you want to, right?
Yes.
Okay. That is then transferred onto yourself 5 times.
The punch or the will?
Would you...
The punch or the will?
It's more the action than the desire. The desire does not transfer. The action does.
But if there was no action, then it creates action?
If there was no action, if there was not going to be action, then there's no action to transfer. But if you've got to think of inaction, so the desire to punch someone, let's say at a 1 out of 10, you don't punch them. At a 5 out of 10,
Yeah.
you do punch them. At a 10 out of 10, you try to mash their brains into toothpaste.
Yes.
Okay. Let's say you feel that anger at a 1, right?
Yes?
That might punch him would get transferred to you 5 times over. So you'd take it from a 1 out of 5 to a 5 out of 5 for yourself.
There's one problem.
Okay.
There has not been a single moment where she's not been at a fucking 12 out of 10 about this guy.
Mm-hmm. But the fact that there's any restraint there at all implies that it is not a 12.
She's buying her time.
I understand that. But I'm just trying to point out the distinction. A 5 is the threshold where there cannot be restraint. There is now action. So if you were at a 4 before, you are violently self-harming.
You know, James, you know what we really, you know what would really self-harm? Like, would really hurt her? And she hates, you know, like, it just, yeah, she hates him so much that it's being transferred to her, right?
The hate is not transferred. The action is transferred.
Well, yeah, but like, she wants to kill him so badly that she has self-harm, right? You know what would really harm her?
Splinching herself.
Splinching herself?
I would argue the nature of the oath would prevent her from doing it where it could hurt him.
Unless she really gets good at thinking of him as merely a side effect of hurting herself.
That's still her consciously knowing that he's going to get hurt.
Gotta work on that.
So like, there's no you will argue because this is your game, your oath. I don't know how it works. But if there's any way at all that she can kill herself and take him down with her, she will. Anyway.
I get that, but that is explicitly what the oath was designed to.
Fair enough. I'm just telling you this to keep for you to keep this in mind. Instead of this guy, so aware that she's gonna try to kill him eventually, right? He cannot stop her forever.
No, only while she's in a predator. And because this isn't the Sith, this is going to result in you graduating at some point.
Yes.
If you even remain with them long enough to grab.
Okay, and if I graduate, then what?
Then you're no longer bound by the oath.
And then I can kill him. And he knows I'm gonna try to.
Yep.
What's his fucking plan?
That is better than you.
I'm gonna kill him.
Actually, there's a little bit more that we can do. So when you arrive in the city, well, are you splinching you both?
He's told me I cannot, so I cannot.
Yeah, but I figured that you were at least going to try and argue.
That's fine. She's patient.
So you arrive back in the city, and there's several hours of walking. And then eventually you find yourself outside of a small... You wouldn't really call it a shop. It's more of a work hut.
Okay. Okay.
When you enter inside, you see an ape man. He seems to take note of who you're with. He gives you both a nod and then goes into the...
You remember? I ask him.
Yes, long before I... Though I'm more powerful
Alright.
than he...
And I'm gonna remember the direction to this shop. I'm gonna try and kill this guy eventually.
Okay. So, he comes back out with this old-looking man. He is old, he's thin, and he's been wheeled about in this wheelbarrow-style chair.
Okay.
The old man seems blind. As he comes over to you, well, is brought over to you, and holds out his hand. Take my
take his hand. I take his hand.
He takes your hand and places one of your fingers into his mouth.
Does he bite it off?
No, but he does bite into it to draw blood.
Okay.
The blood is strong. Yes, it is worth. He then slowly reaches down and pulls out what appears to be a box from underneath his chair.
Okay.
And inside of it you see this mummified squid. It's smaller than your palm.
Fascinating.
Swallow this whole.
I eat it.
Do you chew or do you swallow it?
I swallow it.
Okay. You feel it coming to life in your throat and then your stomach as it is siphoning the moisture out of your body.
Fun.
You feel it expanding.
Fun.
And then it almost feels like it tears you open from the inside, as you see it literally causing bulges in your body as it passes through.
Cackle. I'm assuming this is horrifyingly painful, but she's cackling.
It doesn't actually hurt.
Then she's cackling even more.
A tendril much longer than the size of a squid passes up through your throat and then to the basin of your skull. It's at that point that your vision fogs over as you're no longer seeing through your eye.
Fun.
Okay. This is the point where you get to choose several feats.
Yes, choosing things.
So you can either choose to sacrifice a class, your feats, or any combination.
Okay, and in
Normally it's
return?
only one class because you only get one class. Technically in this case you can choose both.
Okay, and in return?
The more you choose, the more you put at risk.
Go on.
So if every one thing that you offer, there's a chance it might take one thing more.
Okay, but what am I getting in return from this?
Empty slots. Remember how I said retraining is a bit?
This is retraining?
This is part of it.
Fun. Okay. Any chance I can bond with the creature, by the way?
Oh, you're bonded with the creature right now.
I mean, forever.
That is unlikely.
Well, not impossible.
Not impossible.
All right. I will try to win it over to my side. I wanted to be to help me. Stay and help me kill all of these people.
Well, right now you're deciding which aspects of yourself you're holding on to and which aspects you're letting go.
All right. Can we talk about this, or is this just a me decision with no external impact?
We can talk about it.
Lovely. So, what class is this guy offering me to take exactly?
So the first archetype is wizard.
Really, no sorcerer, even though he's talking about blood so much.
He is a sorcerer wizard.
That's funny.
It's great.
It's kind of
my
funny,
favorite.
actually.
It's my favorite aspect of the organization. They take sorcerers and they turn them into wizards.
Why?
Well, formal training, of course.
Okay, that's kind of funny. I would like to make a comment, by the way.
Go ahead.
I was doing great at not becoming a wizard until the world itself decided, no, you're going to become a wizard. I was doing spectacular.
In fairness, we all knew this was inevitable.
Yeah, but it wasn't brought about by me, was it?
So no, but you would never claim that it is.
Listen, I was resisting a lot, even though I really wanted to join the big hat people. I resisted. I was like, I'm not gonna make myself into a wizard. And then the world itself said, no, wizard for you, go.
Technically, you could have refused to go.
Yeah, but then how was I gonna kill him?
Fucking wizard.
You realize her entire objective at this point is to kill this guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like that's been made clear, I presume.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Okay, so any insights on this? Oh.
This is a difficult process to repeat. It requires an Eldritch square.
I'm aware.
So I would
Just
be
like
willing to sacrifice more than I normally would because this opportunity does not easily come.
I'm aware. Just that the safest thing to do is to sacrifice as little as possible, right?
I would actually say it's the opposite.
What do you mean?
Sacrifice more and use that extra freedom to reconstruct.
Okay, but I mean, as this, okay, I'm going to need you to explain that a bit, actually.
Okay. So it's better to have more availability so that you can refill those slots as needed than it is to have less availability than you necessarily need and have to wait for level up.
I am aware. Things that I actually really like my class combination, but just because I like my class combination doesn't mean that I shouldn't sacrifice one of them. Because if I want to make this a more thematic, narratively interesting story. But I'm not sure what I would do because my attachment to them is strong enough. Even though I know kinetics is kind of shitty, if you know what I mean. So for example, I can sacrifice both of my level 2 slots. I would not like to do this, but I can take them again. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Um. That would be shitty because it would cost me something that I don't want to lose, but I think I'm gonna lose with something that I don't want to lose anyway. I'm gonna have to rebuild. I'm definitely sacrificing my ancestry feats. Skill feats.
Oh, actually, I don't think you can sacrifice ancestry feats. So
I think I myself.
I know it allows class feat slots. I just need to quickly check whether it allows ancestry. So it doesn't let you switch out class feats? Sorry, it only lets you switch out class feats.
Not skill?
Not skill and not ancestry.
Huh. That's an odd distinction to make.
The only exception is if a skill feat has the prerequisite of a class feat that you no longer have.
Makes sense. Alright. Can I get your insight on this? I'm wondering. Because I'm very fond of my classes, but also I don't want my fondness of them to stop me from doing something that would be narratively interesting. So I'm asking for an external perspective on this. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's...
Essentially, what I'm saying is I am biased, but I would like to have your perspective because you're not as biased as I am.
How much does she let hate decide who she...
How much does she hate what? Sorry?
How much does she let hate decide who she is?
A lot. She likes fire. That's important. But like she's always, you know how she is with fire.
Mm-hmm.
But hatred is important to her. It's something that helps her keep going, I guess, when she's got very little else going on in her life. She's someone who is very fundamentally moved by spite. And who is actually very, like, she's not at all averse to hard work, so she's fine with rebuilding as much as she has to, as long as it's not more than she can actually rebuild, if you understand what I mean. One thing that I will say is that she likes... She's a fighting type, you know what I mean? She enjoys scrapping.
She is a fighting type Pokemon.
I mean, to be fair. Yeah, she's a primate. Look at her. What I mean is, like, if she sacrificed both of her classes to become a sorcerer wizard, that would be way too passive a combination for her, if you understand what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
She likes jumping on you and beating you up with her bare fucking hands. So that is something that I would like to make sure is clear, I guess. But beyond that, like, I'll manage with whatever. Not sure how far to go with this. This is very ironic. Remember the orb in the Elven City? It's kind of funny, to be honest.
Similar thing, different circumstance.
Yep. I don't know, she's... Like, I can at least sacrifice both my class feats and then take two archetypes. That's something that I can do easily, right? So that's the baseline. I'm more asking for an outsider perspective that is not as biased as I am on whether I should sacrifice a class or not.
I think if you were to sacrifice a class, I think you should sacrifice... I don't know which of
It's hard, right?
I think you have to keep Formateur.
Because she... Why do you say that? Because she knows she uses it more?
No, because you're a know-it-all.
To be fair, that is true, but also rude. You think Hamilton is more core to her playstyle than Kansas?
I think the idea of her fire being taken from her
is thematic. I think it's a good narrative. All right. Having to rebuild that would be a blow to her, even though I know she knows she can, but that would suck. She would really fuck with her, like, whole thing. You know that's gonna make her hate him more, right?
Yep.
Because I'm assuming that this is a me choice, but it's not a her choice, right?
To an extent, it's a her choice, but it's which aspects of her is she holding on to? Like, every part of her mind is trying to hold on, but because it's being attacked on all angles, she's got to choose what she's holding.
And you think she's likely to hold on to the part of her that knows things because she needs it more, relies on it more? Makes sense.
I don't think it would necessarily occur to her to hold on to her fire.
Because it's a part of her. Makes sense. She considers it intrinsical. All right. If that is where the narrative is going, then that's where the narrative is going. That's going to make me sad as a player, but I think you are correct that she would hold on as strongly as possible to the part of her that is being protecting her, I guess, because her fire itself is not that strong, right? Yeah. And she thinks it's intrinsical because she came into being with it. And then you tell me if that means the class is taken away or just the class feats.
Well, it will be the class, but it could be more depending, because that... So you're sacrificing the class feats as well?
Yes.
And that's it?
There's nothing else. You told me that it's only class feats and classes.
Well, there's the other class stuff.
Like what?
Thaumaturge.
No, she's not gonna let that go. That's two things that she can't let go.
Yeah. Okay, so that's, let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, by the way, she's not giving up every class feat. There's one that she cannot give up.
Which one?
Diverse law.
Okay, roll me 1d3 minus. You want low.
Two.
You rolled max, okay.
I have a gallows. Can I use a dark gallows on this?
I think so. Let me check. Yep.
Yep, I spend the dark gallows.
Yeah, roll.
Same thing.
Hmm.
But doesn't the dark gallows allow you to subtract from a roll? I thought that was what it did.
No, it was replaced last week with light is advantage and dark is disadvantage.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, well, same thing. So whatever.
So it'd be esoteric lore, dubious knowledge.
Esoteric law is not a feat. It's a. You mean diverse law? Okay.
And exploit vulnerability. But you're going to
Exploit
regain.
vulnerability is not a. Exploit vulnerability is also not a feat. What are you talking about?
Oh, it's in the feat tab. Oh, if that's a feature,
Yeah,
then I
yeah. Dubious
don't
lore
count
is
that one then. Okay, so then that
dubious
would
lore
have
is a
been
feat
2.
that's given free in the class, but diverse lore is a feat.
So in that case, it's just 1, so it's just diverse lore that you.
Okay.
So the squid continues growing throughout your body until it is literally phasing through you.
Okay, can I roll will to try and bond to it?
Sure.
Do it.
3.
Well, yeah, that won't do it.
As it tears free from you, it's gone from the size of your palm to about twice the size of you. As you
Neat.
see it shimmer out of existence.
She tries to conjure her fire.
Nothing happens.
Just instinct. She looks down at her hands in horror.
For a moment, you see your gate closing.
She turns her head to him and asks him, what did he do?
I made room.
You took my fire.
And I'll give you an infer.
My flames, where are they? Give it back.
No.
You know where she has her, where she had her gate?
Actually, no.
It's about her chest. She's trying to dig into it.
Okay.
My flames. Where are my flames?
Extinguish.
And I kill you, kill you, kill you.
No.
I'm going to eat all of you.
No. You were weak before, and now you're weaker still.
I'll eat your fucking soul. Fuck. Kill you. This your idea of teaching?
Yeah.
Lovely. Very well.
He then drags you out of there, leaving a small coin
Listen,
pouch on the table.
Listen, we're going to go back to the tower?
Yep.
Alright. What then?
Then your training begins in.
What is this bastard teaching me? Is it worth anything?
he's giving you the opportunity to either learn the wizard archetype or learn wizard as a class.
What's his main class? Is it sorcerer or wizard?
Sorcerer.
Huh. I presume if I take the wizard archetype, my main class is going to be replaced. My class slot is going to replace sorcerer.
You can make that assumption if
All right. Can I get your insight on this?
in what regard.
Do I take wizard as a class or not?
I would, but also I'm not you who's trying to do something different this time.
Yes, I have been. I hope I've been at least partially succeeding.
Well, you're deciding whether you're taking wizard as an archetype or as a main class, so
Who put me in this position again?
you did.
You did. I was with the elves. I was doing fine. I had a whole thing going.
We here at Estari victim.
Ah, that's fine then. Just like my mother in real life.
Well, you know what they say. No, I've got no justification.
Too dark for you?
Too dark for me. Which is fucking astounding.
You're welcome. I will say this, no matter how awful this year has been, it has kind of perpetually won me every Trauma Olympics ever.
Yay. That's what we call win.
Yep.
Yeah, that you're winning.
Finally, a victory. All right.
Okay.
Give me a moment, just like one more minute. I'm having to remember what I know about the classes at the moment. You remember how long it took me to settle on a class combination?
Yeah.
And then just boom.
Do you remember how I said you're probably going to need out?
Yeah, but I like talking to people through this thing. I'm not sure if you remember, but the more time you give me to think on things, the less decisions I make.
Don't I know it?
Yep. So can I ask you, meta-wise, what sorcerer subclass I'm, like, most sorcerer bloodline I'm? Well, she is.
Oh, you're completely ineligible for sword.
Didn't the guy say that my blood is strong? But
Not for source.
what is it strong for then?
Oh, what is that called? Exemplar.
Oh, fair enough. Is that what's going to become my main class if I don't take wizard?
Most likely.
Okay, I'm actually rather fond of Exemplar, but I also... I mean, I don't need you to... I don't need to tell you that I like Wizard, right?
I would have never known.
You would have never known, I know. I'm gonna have to take the Kineticist, the archetype eventually, but
Okay, what
that's
does
gonna hurt.
Exemplar disqualify you from? Monk and Champ.
Yep. What about Wizard?
Wizard disqualifies you from Inventor and Alchemist.
Interesting.
You can still take those as archetypes, you just can't take them as dual classes.
Makes sense.
So you're currently a...
Thaumaturge.
Thaumaturge. Which disqualifies you from... Early day now, I'll find... Summoner. That's...
I like Thaumaturge a lot. Thaumaturge might be my favorite class. It's just that Kimi was very Kineticist flavored. This is a big loss for her. Give me a moment, please. There's one thing that I want to figure out.
Oh, good.
Can I choose a school?
Okay.
Hello. Would I be able to choose a school of wizardry, or would it just be whatever his is?
It'd be whatever.
Okay, I'm taking it as an archetype. I'm taking Exemplar as a main class, if that is okay.
Okay.
And I'm also taking the wizard spellcasting base.
So then that is where we can end it.
No, well, why?
Because I can't take you much further ahead.
Why not? We're not trackable, right?
there's every chance that Xehanort crashes her ship directly in.
Fair enough. So, main class exemplar, right?
Mhm.
Okay. Can I shoot my feet for that?
Not yet.
What do you mean?
I mean, those would get filled in over time.
Oh, exemplar feet work differently?
No, it's just that feat slots get filled in over time. Most of you just, well, you in particular, just tend to fill them immediately.
Makes sense.
Okay, feel free to move
She
up
keeps
to.
trying to reopen her gate.